We are now live on Twitch TV.
That's crazy.
Actually, turn off these week 2 solutions I've been staring at. I'm gonna send it in the events chat. Wow, imagine being live on Twitch TV. Wow. No longer one. Fine. I'll rename the stream title. There we go. It's been renamed. The actually fun metric? Is that what you think of the metric?
I'm fighting words.
Welcome to the lead poisoning. Cycles for normal people. I thought that was rate. I thought cycles for normal people was rate. This is cycles for people with commitment issues. Cycles for the. Well, I mean, if you want actual cycles, it's
cycles is what you do when your boss says to get it done, and rate is what you do when you need to when you know it's something that you're gonna need. And I don't know, because cycles only cares about completing.
And latency is when your boss says make a prototype.
Yes.
The latency is when your boss says, "I want it on my desk by tomorrow."
You were saying Charlie Hart?
And never again. You immediately assume.
Sorry?
But I'm gonna wait until it's 11 before I download the solutions again, because you have until the hour to update your solution notes if you wish to. Makeshift latency. What kind of lead is that? Mindustry lead, I see. Actually, I'm just gonna download the solution. No. Those would change. Can change, might change, would change. A lot less viewers today, it seems. Even though today's the Saturday and not like Friday morning. I'm gonna wait a bit for more people to join in. Also, I hope everyone's been enjoying week 2 so far. Well, now it's 20 viewers, so it's growing. People are slowly joining in.
Yay.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Week 2 is certainly interesting. Still not sure what aha moment was supposed to be. I'm debating if I want to just tell everyone. Because it's, something pretty jank, if I would say. And, it's been a whole discussion in the event channel about, like, whether stuff like this should be, public info or not. I'm saying, nah, don't wait till results. Well, now you get the clue that it's pretty jank. The game is weird, I'll tell you
Expect the
that.
unexpected.
Ultimately, the doctrine of this server is that any jank is acceptable as long as it gets you a slightly lower number. Them's the rules.
You thought you had been latency, but now you're worried? Solution is no, we're mostly talking about metric, the second week. But you know, there's a bit of a trap in latency as well in this puzzle that we're about to stream. That some people
I don't know why you keep saying latency when it's very obviously latency.
Latency.
Yeah, get it right. Aren't you supposed to be like the host? Aren't you supposed to know these things?
No, the metric name is latency, but the output name is latency.
I know, I'm just messing with you.
Or is it that the metric name is latency and the output is latency? Who knows?
Considering we don't care about how much lead you make. We don't care about the number that comes out.
Make all of the lead.
I'm very excited to see a top solve that just has like extremely low latency and then the rest of it is just absolutely slow as hell just because they could.
Ultra Short Pull says the issue they had with this puzzle was that they were always able to get one of the products faster than the submitted latency at the cost of the other being slower. Yeah. Oh yeah, people have ads because I'm a Twitch, which one is it? Affiliate or partner? One of those, the lower tier one.
I think it's affiliate because partner program I think is for like when you're like really big.
Yeah, I have Twitch affiliates, so you get
That's when you can start
ads.
doing like official sponsorship without Twitch getting on your ass or something. I don't know.
You can support my stream by watching the ads, I guess. I get, I don't know, like a half of a cent or some shit.
You should add things that you can use your BIST pause for.
Oh no, I currently just have them off. If I stream stuff, non-Opus Magnum stuff, I actually, like, you know, have those on.
It appears that there is something. Oh no, there's things you can do with bits, not with the pause though.
Yeah. You can also subscribe, but you don't have to. But I do believe you won't get ads if you subscribe. I know some people have subscribed before, it's just so they can use Azuri Paul and other Twitch chats. Because that is a Twitch emote on my channel. The shrug emote is kind of weird.
It is so weird seeing another emoji after only seeing the one BIST emoji on the Discord.
Hey, I send the other emojis frequently in the chat.
I guess I just don't pay attention. I mean, when do I pay attention?
I send Azuri Hihi quite often.
Attention.
I send.
They're really beautiful.
I tend to send this.
They're really beautiful, best. I like looking at them. Good work.
The emotes.
Yes.
Let's see, which one's my favorite? Well, I tend to... You know, most of these emotes are actually just, because I have affiliate, it does mean I can just use them on Discord for free. Because I am a subscriber to myself, and that's pretty funny. Why does every Azuri emote start with 233? That's the automatic Twitch tag that is given I cannot change that unless I am a partner, I believe. Or like at a certain tier of amount of subscribers I have, I can change my tag, I think. I don't know what the criteria is. But otherwise, I get a randomly generated tag. You won't be staying that long? Alright. Shavor says that they have to go at 30 minutes, so they hope they don't have to see the solution on stream. An interesting conundrum. But alright, it's been past the what I said was the deadline. I'm gonna download the solutions now. If you haven't changed your notes, well, it's too late now.
Yep.
I will download them before showcase again. So if you want to upload a showcase, I will still it will probably still appear on stream. Stream time. Stream time. I guess we have 40 viewers. That's about as much as we had last time. Well, yesterday we had 50.
Time. The time of stream.
It is time for us to start the stream at starting at 68th place. 42 viewers. I see 40 on my side. Alright, let me get back in Opus Magnum. So welcome everyone to the Latency stream. This is the stream where yeah, we're gonna go over the latency metric. Which for those of you who don't know and haven't participated in week 1, latency is the amount of cycles it takes you to drop your first product. And for this puzzle, there's a little bit of technique that we'll get into when it comes to latency shaving. But we shall get there when we get there. In the meantime, we'll be starting at 29 latency in 68th place, 70 storm. Test 2. I will be just tabbing through most of these solutions though.
Because they will do a single digit number of things, or maybe like 11.
I mean, this one kind of just loops, so, you know, I'm not too worried.
Alright.
This one's doing a straightforward wasteless algorithm of projecting to dividing tin and then attaching the lead. It's a straightforward way of solving the puzzle. It's just a nice solution, yeah. It's a nice solution, it works, it's wasteless.
That's the job.
Mm-hmm. And just a chill solve. The first few loop because they had to? Is this from this era too? No, I don't think so. I don't think this is from that era. I think 70 Storm just made a simple solution. But yeah.
I appreciate the hella track.
Mm-hmm. Hey, tracks are easy to help you just solve the puzzle. But alright, next up we have in 66th place. We're skipping 67th because that's a, I believe
What?
that's a height solve. Next up we have in 66 at 23 latency, 6 latency faster, we have Iris. Oh no, the stream has gone to shit.
Yep. Stream cooked. The other time, I guess. Oh, we're back.
This solve does. Why do latency puzzles always get updated to needing only one instead of need only one instead of needing one from the start? The problem is that it used to be that the parser can only will always simulate the 6 products, and it always checks if the puzzle is solved or not. But that's since been changed, but like the hosts being me are still getting used to that. But yeah. Also, there were considerations that we didn't consider with solves at low latency. You're saying?
The hex arms are hypnotic, I said.
Mm-hmm.
They always are.
They always are. They're hex arms. But
Also,
yeah,
my stream is very laggy, sorry.
Oof.
Multi arms are just kind of the best.
Mm-hmm. The solve does take a while to output the latency though. Like it outputs the star tide product way faster than latency. Yeah. Hexsexual arms. People who are romantically or sexually interested in all 6 genders.
I left to use the bathroom and I came back to people who are romantically and sexually interested in all 6 genders. What did I miss?
Hexsexual arms.
Arms.
For the record, the 6 genders are up, left, upright, left, right, down, left, and down, right.
They're actually lead, tin, copper, iron, silver, gold.
That was fire, earth, water, air, salt, and other salt.
No, it's Vita and Morse, not salt and other salt.
I thought it was up,
fair
down.
enough.
I thought it was up, down, top, bottom, and charm and strange.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure I've met someone with that gender.
I think these are more advanced than the genders I'm used to.
Oh yeah, true. The 6 genders are actually lead, tin, iron, copper, silver, and gold. Represented by those symbols. Like, we're all used to copper gender and iron gender, but there's a whole spectrum, including all the other ones.
Good point.
Is gold just boob gender?
No. Quicksilver is the gender fluid people, which I don't know if.
Oh my god!
I don't know if she could count as a gender.
The gender fluid. Yes.
Alright, enough about 6 genders. Moving on. Next up, we have an 18 latency Chica. In 66th place. 66th? No, 65th. This one's first hydrated copper input goes towards... Yeah, it goes towards latency, which, you know, decreases the latency, mostly due to that. It also outputs faster after doing the final bond. 67th is, who was it again? 67th was Olivia Juliet, and it is a start height solve. Yeah.
Is it the starting height solve that we saw last stream?
Oh yeah, it is. It's the one called Adhesive Perfume that says you get it because it's sticky.
I remember that one was quite good for start height.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you have good cycles, you most likely have decent latency too.
Coincidental, but still good.
Mm-hmm. It means they didn't actually submit a latency solve, though. Otherwise, it'll be overwritten. Should have thought about the latency more. Well, I mean, there is some thought put into the latency over here, which is that in that, you know, the first hydrated copper goes towards the division instead of the other way around, as we saw in the previous solution where the first hydrated copper went to the other output first, which made it even slower. But yeah, there are ways to go faster. From what I see here, it's like there's a lot of regrabs and waiting around, and there's also a lot of this pivot takes a long time. It is a decent solve, yeah. These are all stuff that you can think about how to like reduce, cut down in terms of improving latency. But otherwise, it is a good solve. Alright, next up, we have in 63rd place at 15 latency, we have Tonsi Usawi with the notes. First shot at low cycles. It's fine.
Well, if they're thinking about cycles, I hope this loops.
It does. Most of these solves will loop.
Most.
Most, yeah. -1 latency. Small and fast, yeah. This one does faster assembly of the latency output. I think that's the main difference. At this rate, the winning solve will have -40 latency. Wow. Extraneous
Yes.
track is slightly sad. Oh yeah, ARM2 doesn't need to be on a track. Not that it matters. The metric is the same. But the placement will be the same.
You gotta love linear extrapolation. You will surely never come to incorrect conclusions if you do linear extrapolation.
Alright.
Little wiggle on the wet copper is amazing.
Yeah. It's not necessary, but you sure can do it. Like you can that still works. But might as well make it wiggle. I wonder if some people think you need to move the metal off of the rejection glyph before it can work again. Because I've been seeing a lot of people doing the wiggle when it's not actually necessary. Who knows? Alright, next up in 63rd place, we have at 15 latency, Ambiventus. With the notes, probably not that good, whipped together in like 10 minutes. Yeah, but this is a tall solution.
Arse.
This is also a wasteful solution. I believe this is our first wasteful solution. Why does it generate waste? What extra is it pulling? Oh, it's pulling an extra aerated copper.
It's promoting the star tide by just juicing random aerated copper.
Which is faster because you don't have to wait for the latency output doesn't have to wait for to reject twice, and the this one, the star tide doesn't have to wait for well, I guess star tide doesn't really wait for much. It's mostly improving latency. Could have waited until both of them output to move the waste. Yeah, that could have been a Yeah, that could have been an optimization. Wait until you output latency before moving everything else. I don't think it matters though. Making it loop was an afterthought? Yeah, that's fair. But alright. Next up we have at 14 latency in 62nd place, Atravita. At 310 cost. Now what does this do faster? It's just more. It's just smoother movements all around.
I think it bonds the latency a bit better.
Yeah, it's a bond out.
Yep.
Yeah, nice tri-bonder usage where you only, with this tri-bonder, you only have to pivot once to bond in a straight line.
It's not necessarily faster than a single bonder with accompanying track, but it is more convenient.
It's either track or pivot, I think, in this one. That's always going to be. There's no bonder that that makes the entire stick at once. There has to be a move in between.
I mean, Tribonder is more expensive than just using a track to move the molecule further to the one further to do the bond in the same amount of movement.
I think
you could simply use a piston.
You could also use a piston, but pistons are as expensive. Using an extra piston but turning an arm into a piston is as expensive as just using a tribonder anyways.
Yep.
Alright.
Anyway.
Next up, at 13 latency, we are still dropping down at 1 latency per solve. In 61st place, we have Reviewing. Fabulously unoptimized. I think this is almost moving as smoothly as you can. It's got some dropped latencies here and there just with movements of the atoms. So what you want to try to do is you want to try to reduce the amount of time that your atoms are doing nothing. Like for example, this copper right here, it's just floating there, not doing any necessary actions. And it's peeling. Rivy was the person that would that did peeling in the other metric as well.
Something peel gang.
Yeah. It kind of makes sense because like for division you gotta peel. So maybe sometimes you just don't think much more about it. Disassembling and reassembling your perfume gives it a more fragrant scent. Ah yes, that's how Special Mara works, right?
the secret
right.
But yeah. And then, in 60th place, we finally don't drop a primary again. But at 325 cost, we have Potato Grassy. That copper is really just gonna sit there and wait for a while, isn't it? I guess it doesn't have to be faster because, you know, it just takes that long for the Latency to be made anyways.
Well...
So if Latency isn't produced faster, there's no point in like it doing anything else.
That's the keyword, though. You have to ask, can Latency be made faster?
Oh yeah, but in terms of this solution, Latency is it's limited by Latency. Amaro, definitely not a scam or anything. Mm-hmm.
I do appreciate the commitment of the Opus Magnum story to just feature some scams. I think that's fun.
Pretty much.
I like it when fantasy science.
Pretty much
when
the whole
fantasy science like world
is quote unquote scams.
Well, exactly what the noble idiots asked for, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's what they asked for, but like, you know.
I mean,
I don't think you need to hire an alchemist to give you water.
It's possible that the stamina potion did something.
I mean, I assume the stamina potion actually did something, but stuff like... I assume they all actually did something.
Not for long, though.
If we're talking about actual scams, we should probably talk about Severio.
Oh yeah. I do like it when fantasy science worlds include some pseudoscience in them and like superstitions and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, you know, the current weekly.
Yeah. Let's take that.
What do you mean? Dowsing rods are a perfectly legitimate business.
Dowsing is a perfectly legitimate business that totally works.
Yep.
I
Alright,
mean, to be fair, he did make the thing.
next up we have at 59th place at 12 latency, dropping once more. V. This one outputs latency first, that's interesting. Oh, and it can do so quicker because it uses 2 rejections. I see. It splits up the copper and does both of the rejections simultaneously. It's pretty clever.
Also, check out that
Yeah.
latency bonding pattern. That's a really good bonding pattern.
Oh yeah, that's what I talked about. You could just use a track instead of a tribonder and do that.
How did you think of that?
Linearly dropping. Hey, it is slowing down. We did get stuck on 13 latency for a whole grand total of 2 solutions.
I am looking forward to the -10 latency solves.
Clean, looping, wasteless. Just atoms living in the moment. Mindustry wants to know how many people reach min latency. Well,
We'll see.
we shall see.
The solve isn't wasteless, it wastes time.
How dare you?
But alright. Next up, we have also at 12 latency, but 300 cost, Real Sci Guy. I think Real Sci Guy is wasn't on the stream yesterday. I don't remember the name. But welcome to the welcome to the Weeklies. Yes, this one also has yeah, this one's similar. It has 2 rejection glyphs to reject even faster.
It divides copper.
Yeah, that's how you can do 2 rejections at the same time. You can't reject a single copper twice at the same time.
True.
But you
However,
can reject two tins at the same time. That's how these solves have better latency than the previous ones. Copy, copy, copy. Copy, copy, copy.
Boop.
Oop. The lost media war cry.
New solution 1, boop boop.
The 6 genders. Rivari's wheel is a representation of the 6 genders.
I thought we had established that the 6 genders were copy, 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 and copy.
Oh yeah, true. Alright. Next up, we have at 10 cost cheaper in 57th place, we have Ivy Pyramid. I hope this is the palette lip y'all are looking for. Somehow, actually only has 1 rejector. I guess it's just everything is just smoother in general.
I like the use of exactly 1 of each glyph.
Also,
Yeah.
they're dividing 10 again.
Mm-hmm. I think everything is just smoother overall with less regrabs and stops in between for this solution.
And less need for track.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I'm interested in looking at is how does the arm count change over time? Because currently we're at 7.
Yeah.
And I have hypotheses about how many you need.
Well, I mean, I don't think we should get into that before we even get to min. Spoiler alert,
This
12
is
is
Six
the
or
minimum.
seven has to be optimal.
But yeah,
200 arms is clearly the optimal number.
true.
And they should all be by arms. for
Maximum
better start
shitpost.
height.
But alright. Next up, we have in 56th place at 11 latency. At 395 cost, we have Stack Babber and Falling Healer. With 9 arms in this solution, that's a lot of arms. Weeklies says, I expected more 12s. Well, it's 11 time. So how does this go faster than the previous solutions? 2 rejectors. 2 rejectors, and then bond, out.
But critically, they are rejecting copper.
Yeah. Reject. Divide, and then grab grab leads. Bond, out. And in terms of the other inputs is the other side, it's debond. Project. Wait, why the fuck is it debonded?
Are we peeling?
We're peeling at 11 latency. Amazing.
We'll
I
try
guess you
out
are.
the feeling.
I
It
guess
works.
you are lead limited, anyways.
Yeah, exactly. You can do whatever. You have like 3 cycles to spare.
I guess the actual. I guess since one copper is from one input and the other copper is from the other input, like the aerated copper actually goes into the latency instead of what we often see is that one of the hydrated coppers goes into the latency. Yeah.
This is actually pretty funky.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Next up, we have in 55th, at 385 cost, 10 cost cheaper, we have Malario. The notes say, made this in the last, evil thing that sucks. Made this in the last hour before deadline, probably not optimal anyway, but still better than my previous attempt somehow. Interesting, this one has waste. It doesn't use. Yeah, it just pulls an... Yeah, this is the same wasteless algorithms as we saw earlier. Just pull an extra aerated copper. And use the Quicksilver from that. Like, the advantage of this is that you don't have to intermingle the two outputs. Each one of them can just do their own thing.
It's that simple.
Mm-hmm. And also input
Just
suppression
pollute your
alert.
workspace.
Mm-hmm. That's a snazzy way to assemble a latency with a hex arm. Yeah.
That is really slick. Slick. Words.
Cool solve. Nice to see that there's still a lot of variations at 11 latency. Next up, we have a 54th place at 335 cost. Ultra Short Pulse. Ultra Short Pulse says, we got 40G until mine. I hope there are a few between now and then. Sorry to tell you
Your
about that.
time is up. Your time is up.
Anyways, this solve has 9 arms once more. Dividing copper first.
Also, this is a really... They're just making the start time before immediately, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, but
Well,
the start
not
height just
entirely.
has to wait for the 2 tins to reject. It's interesting that the limiting factor isn't latency, which usually is the limiting factor due to division being slow.
Yep.
But in this case, the Startide actually does have to wait for the dividing as well.
Unlike in the other methodology where you reject first and thus have your Quicksilvers available really soon.
Mm-hmm.
In exchange for still being limited by having to divide after.
Yeah. There are some that got Startide much faster by the cost of latency being much slower. Yeah, that's an issue. That's the balance you gotta strike. And next up, we have a 330 cost by in 53rd place by Citrus Cat Alchemy Company. Are they here? This one, yeah, this one's a very straightforward algorithm. The notes say, I swear I ordered 6 bottles of each perfume. How did I end up with 11 bottles of Latency and only 1 bottle of Startide? I'll need to write to the shipping company about this, says Trixie Kagami. And Citrus L says, Citrus can be seen sniffing the perfume to oblivion. Citrus. And then there's a line break to separate the lore from the soft notes. Hi, Trixie here. Citrus Cat Alchemy Company is the team name of myself and Lemony. This puzzle was fun to start off with. Solving for latency proved to be fun. You can't take latency any lower than 11 cycles. To make latency, you must grab the copper you want to demote. Move on to a rejection, move on to a second rejection, move on to a debonder, to debond from water, move on to glyph of division, release the disposed tin, then grab the newly made lead, bond one to water, bond the other one to water, due to the shape of the output, this can't be done in one cycle with a multi-bonder. Then move to output, then release. That's 11 steps. So that's the least you can do. Lemony was a major help in figuring out some of the geometry for this puzzle. I definitely would have struggled otherwise. It's a tricky set of actions to pull off all at once, while still making Startide in 11 or fewer cycles. I think this solve has the minimum number of arms and glyphs for Min-L, but not the minimum amount of tracks. That said, both of us are happy with this machine, and wish luck to those able to get Min-L with fewer track hexes. Signed, Trixie Kagami, the Cheshire Alchemist, getting min-latency since 2026. I see a lot of Zuri calls in the chat.
Well, you gotta when someone's asserting they have min.
I see a lot of Missouri calls in the chat.
These are some really nice notes for an alternative universe where min latency is 11.
We need an
Oh, yeah, we
emoji
don't-
that says eternal hubris.
Eternal hubris. Well. We shall continue. Yeah, Ultra Short First says, like, mine proved that latency can be 10, so whoop. And then, next up, we have a 245 cost. In 52nd place, Team The.
Hello.
245. That's a drop.
Mm-hmm. You want to read your notes?
You read my notes. I don't have them ready.
Alright. The notes say, hey guys, want to see a really cool solve with efficient parts use and a kick-ass input suppression with another input? Not too bad, because somebody immediately saved just one more piece of track and all of our, mostly his, graceful maneuvering went to shit again. Such is life. Lesson learned. How to not waste a single cycle. How to sacrifice abstract perfection for better results. I got dual min latency on day 2. How to think with
Yeah, I
geometry.
didn't. Never mind.
How awesome teams are, and how sneaky burnout is. Trotting hard, amateur alchemist. And exception says, I wasn't even doing this metric until I was sent sketches to transcribe while my teammate was stuck on public transit. The eventual back and forth refinements, countless variations of frustrating equal metric solves, debates over style options later ruined by metric improvements, and an almost final design that looked like the continental United States. It was a wild ride. Exception, editor for Dr. Latency's alchemy report. It is cheap. It's like 6 arms and only 3 track.
We fought hard for that 3-track and it didn't even matter.
That is so sad.
But it is
But-
very cool that it is so cheap.
Mhm. It's got 2 rejections and 1 projection, 1 division, 2 bonders, 1 debonder, 6 arms, and only 3 track.
6 arms.
I don't think it goes lower at 11, does it? No. The next off is at 10 latency and 520 cost. It goes lower than 11. Here's how to do 10. Notice a lack of a particular glyph. No, it's still there. Never mind. So how does this go faster? Waste.
That's a good question.
Waste.
Oh.
Of course.
If latency, if Star Tide doesn't have to wait for latency at all, he can go faster.
But Greenfield was polite and so was waste chaining.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greenfield, for waste chaining.
You know,
were picking up your
You see
litter.
this waste here? Yeah, that's why we changed the metric. That's why we changed it to area at 1,
Yeah.
because we don't want this to be a waste management puzzle. When it comes
We
down to
love
the thick
waste
of it.
management.
No.
Everyone loves waste
I don't
management.
want you to like try to litter to reduce the amount of waste. There is a cool option of like returning the waste and making them into outputs, but usually like costs more and the secondary is cost. Yeah.
16 people decided to be clean about it, and then the others learned well from Kasian's tournament and decided to hell with it.
To hell with it with the waste. Waste is faster because all the previous solves we saw that didn't do waste, the problem with it is that Startide has to wait for latency at some point or another.
True.
But if you're wasteful, just grab an extra input and that's just faster. I mean, sometimes waste is just a necessary result of the solve. I mean, you also don't have to keep producing waste, you can also just stop the solve.
Or alternatively, simply don't program a reset and let your arms flail blindly until they kill themselves.
Next up we have, at 405 cost, also at 10 latency, in 50th place, we're officially in mainstream material, Wilds Obscura.
Waste is just a different product waiting to be sold.
Yeah, this has a minor amount of waste stuck in the middle.
The true Severio killed solution. Concoct a marketing scheme to get people to buy your cursed Quicksilver waste chain.
I mean, I assume that's what the puzzle what was it called? Alchemical Slag is all about. You gotta make all your waste from all the other puzzles into something useful somehow. That's how I like to think of the journal puzzle, Alchemical Slag.
That makes sense. And
Yeah.
hence why it's got a variety of weird inputs.
Yeah, I mean, it's Alchemical Slag. But yeah, this, why the fuck is it dividing iron?
That
Excuse
is
me?
fascinating, actually.
It rejects first, then divides, and then uses that extra...
Oh, I think I know why. Because
Well, it has
If
to
it
wait for an extra cycle to bond anyways, so yeah, might as well. Also, I
Yeah.
didn't notice this in like the previous stream, but the winning solve of Startide was also dividing iron. It's insane. Y'all should look
dividing
back at
iron
it.
just works.
Dividing iron just works. It's the winning
Fighting
strat.
iron is our top priority.
Yeah. Alright. 10 latency is not min. Moving on, we have at 9 latency in 49th place at 340 cost. We have Perseus. Okay, now notice how there's no more division.
Division is dead.
Division isn't real.
Division found dead in the bitch.
Division is slow.
Dead vision.
Division is slow because you need to debond everything and drop it into the divider and wait a cycle before it appears and then grab the thing and then bond it. You spent so much time. That could have just been projection rejection instead.
Of course, the trade-off is that now we have rejection spam.
We now have rejection spam. Indeed. Rejecting to
Reject
get to
division, embrace division. Reject division, embrace rejection.
embrace rejection.
Activision.
So yeah, that's what this puzzle does. It just mass rejects until there is only lead left in the product, and some
It
of
is
those
interesting.
project. Yeah.
It's interesting that it's pulling 3 white copper and only 1 airy copper.
Great. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, you could. It just comes down to like where it's the most convenient. But yeah, mass rejection. Some of the quicksilver goes into the projector.
Yep.
You think you can actually get? You think 9 is possible with division? We might be able to see that. I don't know.
It would be cool if there
Would
was
be
a division full 9.
Yeah.
But
Alright,
it'd
next.
probably still be wasty in some other way.
Yeah. And alright, next up we have at 310 cost, we have Slave in 48th place. So notice how some of these molecules, they just sit around. Rejection happens every 2 cycles for a single glyph, but if you have more than a single glyph, you can reject even faster. A single rejection glyph, you can reject even faster. You can reject once every cycle. So, you can reject faster. And you know
The
what
airy
that
copper
means.
here does a very close dodge.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah.
See a lot of
Anyway.
auto repos in the chat.
There are a lot of us. Well, I mean, Ultra Short Pro says, please tell me that 9 is minimum. I can't take it in anymore. And everybody says it's every paw. And I'm sort of explaining how you can go faster, because if you only have a single rejection glyph, the throughput of that rejection glyph is 1 rejection every 2 cycles. But if you have multiple and you just move around between those 2, you can reject faster than just with a single rejection glyph.
Also, the arm counter is huge.
Oh yeah, there's like
That
how
doesn't
many
actually
arms?
do anything, but
10 arms, yeah.
that makes me feel like there might be regrabs.
Mm-hmm. Are there regrabs?
Arm 9.
No, they aren't. Oh yeah, no, Arm 10 does a regrab. But, you
9
know,
and 10.
it's... But they're waiting for Latency has no regrabs, and that's a limiting factor anyways.
So it's chill.
Yeah. But alright. Next up, we have Dark Brick at 8 latency at 445 cost.
I can really
Dun,
last.
dun.
I didn't think I did that bad, but well.
So it's
Alright.
8 men.
Alright, no more Missouri powering. This is actually min. We will see 47 solutions at 8 latency that slowly get cheaper and cheaper from now on.
Riveting.
Riveting.
Azuri
That's
Paw is dead.
Riveting.
Long live 8 latency.
Long live a latency. People say, "Oh, thank God, this
It's not
is min."
supposed to. It's not supposed to live long. It's supposed to be fast.
Yeah. So,
You're-
remember when I talked about how you can reject every single cycle? Yeah, reject, 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 out. That's the main tricks the previous were missing.
8 arms. Wait,
I
no,
mean, at
9
least run the
arms.
full solution.
9 arms. Yeah.
Wait. We gotta see what it's doing post victory.
Hmm?
Let it cook after it wins. There are instructions.
There it is. It says something, I think. Oh,
It
okay.
might be more legible if you're not looking at arms.
I
4 and
was
5 only.
expecting min latency to be hell, but it actually wasn't that bad.
Yes.
Seems
The-
like the real sauce is in the secondary
This
cost
is amazing.
optimizations.
I thought Morse
sequel-
code was cool.
The sequel
Unfortunately,
to Solution speaks for
I'm
itself.
not the type of guy to care about that. So, good luck, everyone else. Have
This wins in my book.
a cool stream. Chat. If you're reading this, type a sorry, Paul. A sorry, pause in the chat, please.
And then halt.
It odds, it odds.
Holy shit. Worth
Alright, it's
the
over.
looping. Worth the
Fucking
non-looping. thing.
arms.
It's amazing.
10 out of 10, no notes. Well, notes and instructions.
Alright, next up we have at 425 cost, 20 cost cheaper, Leganeski. The notes say, I doubt 6 projectors is the cheapest way to do this, but the timing is so tight that I don't think I'll find anything better. So everything from here on out is mostly you want to reduce the number of rejectors, you want to reduce the number of arms, you want to reduce the number of tracks. Bonders and debonders are not as limiting until we really get to the thick of things.
And you have to have at least one projection input.
Oh yeah. But like, yeah, projection isn't also all that limiting as well. You only need to do 2 projections, so most people only have 1 rejection glyph anyways. But yeah, that's the solve. This is why I said the stream will go faster. I think it's mostly about just finding the cost savings from this point onwards. So this solve has 8 arms, and we'll 8 arms, 6 rejectors, and we'll compare it with the next solve to see the difference. Reused bonder?
Reused bonder would be wild, but like, with what time?
Yeah, this one isn't reusing it. It just has like, it just uses the already existing bond from the copper water.
It's interesting that it bonds before projecting, And I think it's doing this because it debonds the air from the airy copper before rejecting. So it has an extra latency on the quicksilver being available
Mhm.
that it needs to make up.
All right.
Also, input suppression.
Input suppression. Is it input suppression?
Yes. It
it's-
uses the air debonded to input suppress.
Yeah.
Which
A lot of cool input shenanigans here. Oh, you can't submit showcases anymore? I did not know it did that. Rip. You can send them to
Oh, well.
me in my DMs, I guess. Alright. Next up, we have in 45th place, Aeon. The notes say, don't see how latency goes any lower. Just a single free cycle on arm 1. Secondary optimizer sounds annoying, so if you're reading this, I haven't done it. Alright. Rejector count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rejectors. 8 arms still. 2 bonders, 1 debonder, 2 projectors, but way less track. Actually, no. But yeah, less track, but this is the same cost, but just slightly less area. Goddamn. So it affords an extra. Yeah, it affords an extra. It affords an extra projector by having less track. Is basically what this solve is. Legoneski says they were expecting to win the tertiary tiebreaker and lose on cost. Also, Rivik says my guess is 4. What are you guessing for? Like rejector count? Oh, yeah. Your message earlier. I wonder how low the rejector count goes. Yeah.
It is?
But yeah. This solve has 2 projections for some reason, though. I wonder why that's the case.
Might have just, like, had geometry problems.
Yeah, probably.
Geometry dash.
Geometry problems that were more easily solved by just slapping in an extra projector in there. Alright.
Geometry trash.
Oh boy.
Because,
Oh, that's a lot
You
of
mean
things.
trigonometry, right?
Ah.
oh boy, what we got going on.
But alright. Next up we have at 8 latency and 420 cost, we have Cootie. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 rejectors, 1 projector. I'm gonna count pistons as 2 arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 arms. 10 floating costs for some reason.
Don't worry about that.
Which
I'm sure
fortunately does not matter, but still.
It's creative accounting. It's creative accounting. It's fine.
Accounting.
You must understand the 10G is entirely critical to the machine functioning.
It's 5 costs less in terms. I think there's just 5 costs less of track. Because everything else matches up to the previous solves. And it's clean. The notes say this took a frustrating long time to make for the sole reason that the geometry is really uncooperative. I only tried 2 layouts but didn't really do much else. I also have a failed start height solve too, but I imagine it was better to finish this one because more people are going to get 1 start height than 8 latency. What ended up making the click was finding 1 layout and then realizing it was badass. Anyways, there are also notes for latency. Min latency is 8, not using division. For latency, the copper water and copper air go through 3 rejections, then bond to each other, then release their air, then output. For start height, the copper air projects twice and bonds to a copper water and then outputs. Some primary metrics feel more like restrictions than things to optimize. This is the case with both of these metrics. You're optimizing for the minimum cost while still having 8 latency, tiebreakers via area. You're optimizing for minimum cycles while having everything start on the lines. there are things like Lex C, where if that is the first metric, you're optimizing for Lex C. Ties broken by whatever. If you're optimizing for cycles, that's kind of whether minimum cycles is easy. If minimum cycles is easy to get, you're optimizing for the minimum. The minimum whatever while still having min cycles. If it's hard to get, you're optimizing for cycles, tiebreakers by whatever. Thanks for explaining the metrics to us. But yeah, that's some puzzles just tend to be like that. I wouldn't say 8 latency was exactly very easy to figure out. Some people still fell into the trap of I have to use division. But yeah. It does become a secondary race. That's how we usually refer to it. Like things are a secondary race or tertiary race. There's 4 extra track on this solution. Alright, 1 extra track, 2 extra track, 3 extra... no. 3, 4 extra track. Would 20 cost have mattered? Still not. You're still safe. Because next up, we have a 385 cost at 43rd place. Sockboy. Latency. Now with waste.
That's
The drop.
a good cost drop,
Waste and see.
Mm-hmm.
especially because we've got another 42 of these to go.
That's a whole 1 less arms and same amount of rejectors, bonders and debonders, 1 whole less arm and probably less track. Big drop indeed. Also, does some worse things. Okay, thank you for cleaning up after yourself. This solve is nice like that.
This is an extremely well-behaved solve.
Mm-hmm. Alright, next up we have in 42nd place at also 385 cost, but 64 area. 1 less area. We have Minor Man. With an extra piston. I guess that's why it makes sense that it has less area. And this one doesn't clean after itself. And it starts and it whacks arm 3 for no reason. Arm 1 really hates arm 3.
Look,
Bonk.
sometimes
in
you
particular.
just gotta beat a guy.
No reason in particular. That's not even necessary. It just does that. That is a clean piston, yeah.
I think you need to implement more anger management into yourselves. This really is not optimal.
Arm 1 needs anger management classes. What did that arm do to deserve it? It's just standing there
Output.
menacingly.
Exist well arm.
Yeah, but it seems like there was some singeing.
I like metrics where instructions isn't
That's been hopefully fixed
measured,
since.
so you can just do
Yeah,
stupid shit like at the end.
stupid shit like writing your whole notes inside of your instruction tape. Yeah.
It's perfectly legal, perfectly optimal.
Mm-hmm. But alright, next up, we have in 41st place at 375 cost, 10 cost cheaper. We have Jackie. Latencies get lead in degrees, 6 rejectors, 6 arms. That's main optimization. This is 6 arms now with no pistons. Oh, that was all the
the
way down
smallest
there.
number of arms you can get away with.
I don't know.
I guess we'll see
I guess we'll see.
in the next 40 solves.
Mm-hmm.
Still a lot of track though.
Yeah. And also 2 projectors. So I think the main optimization is actually just 10 less track.
Which is a lot less track.
Well, 10 less cost in track. So 2 less track.
Well, that's one way to kill your machine.
Yep. The notes say,
Just pick.
I had 4 separates. Oh, holy crap, if you do this with the inputs instead, it shaves off a cycle moments, and would not be surprised if there was another. Thankfully, there is not. Unless you start getting it over there.
How many overlap showcases are we gonna have this week?
We shall see. I don't remember. But alright. Next up then, we have in 40th place at also 365 cost to 62 area, we have Dr. Knockers. Six
Tiny.
rejectors still. 6 arms, but 2 of them are pistons. So I would count that as a total of 8 arms, but it has 1 less rejector and way less track.
Projector.
Yeah, 1 less projector and way less track. Yeah. Most of these solves we see with 6 rejectors, they use each rejector only a single time. But like, a lot of these arms, they have spare time. They could probably move off, like, Quicksilver off of rejectors so that you can reuse some of the rejectors again. We shall see how that, we will see how that's done.
I mean,
Next
you need to move Quicksilver off of rejectors anyway, because you need to project, so...
Yeah, well, for 2 of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up we have at 365 cost in 39th place, Chixin. Let me drink some water. The notes say, this is only really an attempt at optimizing the primary. There are probably ways to reduce the number of rejection glyphs, but I'm not going to find them. It also has 2 projection glyphs. Yeah, this is also 6. 6 rejections need to happen, that means 6 rejection glyphs. It's that
Seven
What's the
simple.
amount of rejection clips we've seen in a single solve? Have there been 7 rejection solves?
No. Why would you need 7? You only need to do 6 rejections.
I have a showcase solve with a lot of rejections.
Mhm.
We're gonna see that later.
But yeah, we seem to have been stuck on 6 arms. No, this is 7 arms. Yeah.
This is 7 arms.
Like on 6 or 7 arms.
And it's kind of hard to see how you could remove arms, since they are all doing things simultaneously.
Yeah.
Well,
So it's mainly about removing rejectors and track.
I'm not sure what the timing is on arm 7, but...
I mean, we've definitely seen 6 arm solutions, so, you know, we know at
Yeah.
least that's possible.
6 arms is definitely possible. It would be
Yeah.
cool to see a 5 arm solve.
Alright.
I don't know how you would do it, but it would be cool to see.
Next up, we have the same cost, but at 86 area, we have Zhula. Mid latency, I think. Probably too expensive. We're still at 6 rejectors. We're still at 6 arms.
Well,
I'm really excited to see when we're finally gonna have a lower ejector count, so we're probably gonna be going faster until we reach that. But yeah, nice and clean solve.
this kind of reminds me of a lot of the early iterations I ran through.
Alright. Next up, we have in 37th place at 360 cost, Rosa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 projectors. 6 arms. And next up in 36th, we have a 350 cost Lincoln. Still 6. I assume this just has less track? Yeah, this does just look like it has less track. I like how the
We're
instructions
looking at-
start in the middle for some reason.
We're looking at 8 track pieces here.
Mm-hmm. No notes from the
Projections,
previous
though.
solve. Your notes for this solve says, first arm to grab the air reagents. Reminds me of how a child puts the sun in the corner of a drawing. The rejector sun.
You see the resemblance.
Yeah.
It is cool looking.
Mm-hmm. But alright. Next up, in 35th place, we have also at 350 cost, but 78 area. We have the bookworm. Saying min latency?
Probably.
So yeah, this is just less area, somehow. It's got so many 3 length swings, I'm surprised it's less area. Alright.
Also, the first swing of arm 7 only doesn't collide because the input is being.
Oh, this is
on
7
the same
arms.
cycle.
Huh. I guess it has one less projector than the previous solve.
Yep. A projector or a rejector and an arm are the same cost.
Yeah. Next up we have Mikulius at 345G, 5 cost cheaper. Still 6 rejectors. I like how compact everything feels here.
It's almost the best one, almost.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate the posts and events chat to the effect of the ultra short pulse. Please tell me 9 is mid. I can't take it anymore. See of Azura pause. Aw, hell.
Also, let me check my DMs. Oh yeah, I did get a message request for the check. Clean solve. Next up, we have Flames at 69 area in 33rd place at the same cost. With, I assume the same arms and glyphs. Same arm count, same track count, same glyph count. Just orientated a bit differently.
And we are now back in 6 arm land.
Mm-hmm. And after this, we have in 32nd place, non-binary coder. You know, say, if someone gets better primary than this, I'll be very impressed and surprised. I don't see how it could possibly be lower. This solve doing both projections on the same cycle is suspicious, but I don't think the latency can be made any faster. I can't see how I do this any cheaper, but the Opus Magnum community has done some wild things. I wouldn't be surprised to see it. Found a 2 area safer my last solution. Not that it don't matter. Wow. Yeah, I guess this is 20 cost cheaper than the previous solution. So yeah. I guess this sort of counts as projecting on the same cycle. I forgot you could do that. It's pretty cool. Yeah. It's due to projection proccing at the start of the cycle and also at the end of the cycle. It's weird like that. Mostly so you can, do this. Projection is like outputting, yeah. Alright. Next up, we have at 320 cost, 5 cost cheaper. We have Woka. Did I pronounce that correctly? Any Polish speakers?
I mean, close enough.
Close enough. Alright, I'll take that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this has 2 tracks. I guess that's how it gets so cheap.
It's a butterfly.
Having only 2 track total is pretty good for your cost. Unfortunately, it also has an extra projector.
And
The notes say,
6 projections still.
yeah, the notes say, it's my first tournament entry. Everything somehow lined up perfectly. I'm proud of this one.
It's really pretty.
People saying, I still feel like it could be anything from 1st to 20th. Yeah. This movement is so smooth, yeah.
Oh shit,
Such as-
Rapix just dropped a Division 9 latency in events chat.
Oh yeah. Rabix, can you send that to me so I can show it on the stream? Oh, y'all gotta hear it. No. Alright. Next up, we have in 30th place, Petricat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5! 5 rejectors! Rejoice!
That's a
Projections
drop.
have gone down.
With somehow
it's-
at the same cost. At the
it's
5
still
area better, but
only
this
6
has
up.
5 rejectors. Which one gets reused? Ooh, one of the ones that move through the projection. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. There are no notes for this solve. So that's like probably the easiest shaving of rejectors you can do. Which is to just send the rejection back into the reject again after the Quicksilver leaves to project. And next up we have at 66 area, which is still at the same cost. Our 29th place we have Xandorf. Also with a 5 rejector solution. It seems like 5 rejector solutions are also just smaller. That makes a whole lot of sense.
I appreciate how the rejections on the left are just lined up.
They could have been like this if they wanted to, but like, you know.
That's
No,
nice and orderly.
Sun in the corner in this one.
Wait, is it less area?
Yeah! Yippee!
No. We can make a tiny sun in the corner. But alright. Next up we have at 305 cost. 15 cost cheaper. Where's that from? We have 42 Genius 42. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rejectors and 6 arms. I guess just less track. What's the reuse here?
I think it's... There are no reused rejections.
No, that one. That one is reused. It
Oh,
bonds
yeah,
and then
you're right.
rejects. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
The notes say, maybe latency wasn't so bad after all. I assume this counts. Crashes after one pair of inputs, but the rule says allowed. Feel bad about it though. Also a bit expensive. Now you got 28th, so that's pretty good.
Can't be too bad.
Next up we have, also at 305 cost, but at a total of 58 area. In 27th place we have Frey. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rejectors.
Ooh.
Two
Intriguing.
projections though, which is unfortunate.
Oh yeah, 2 projectors.
Oh,
Which, you know, makes the cost the same, but like, look at this. Look at it, it's so cool.
2 reused projections.
Like, look at this swing where they just passes through the inputs as they go to the bottom to be bonded together. The solution is so cool, I love it.
That is really sick.
Yeah, it's 4 projectors, but unfortunately at 2 projectors, so that is a very good swing. Very cool solution. And next up we have at 26th, at 300G, we have Teen 118. The notes say, one day before the deadline, I was about to sleep. For some reason, I suddenly had an idea to reduce the latency straight from 11 to 8. So then I tried to sleep for tomorrow, had breakfast, and logged in. This design is a bit improved and changed due to geometry from what I imagined/dreamed. I don't expect this to get top or anything, but I think it's a good one. 26 is a good one. This has 1, 2,
Sure
3, 4,
is.
5, 6. We're back to 6 rejectors.
Only 2 track.
Only 2 track, but
And
we're
that
back to
is
6 rejectors. Yeah.
Nice.
That's why this is so cheap.
Yeah.
Because if this was 4 rejections, then it would be 260G.
Mm-hmm.
That would be very cheap, but 6 rejections.
Good solve. And also only 1 projection. I feel like we've been ignoring like the projection count, but that also matters quite a bit.
It's worth another whole arm.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it's very easy to find a use for another arm.
Yeah. Alright. Next up, we have also at 300 cost, the 64th area. 64 area, 7th zipper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 rejectors. Same cost. Just way more compact. I wonder if there's gonna be a 300 cost pile up, because this seems like a good amount to be at.
There might be a 290 cost pile up as well if you manage a
Manage to remove the track.
trackless 6 rejection is 290.
Yeah, we shall see. Straightforward solve.
Oh, criteria placement is I found the problem, yes. There it is.
There are some very sauceful potential Kutelli locations.
Out
that
of sight, out of
are
mind.
Yeah.
Are not where it is.
There's a lot. No problem, never mind. That's it.
I mean, if we have 2 holes for Critelli, then how do you decide which one to put it in?
You don't.
Like,
I vote.
doesn't make
We
sense
tried-
one over the other.
This is the thing that Exception referred to. Is we tried to figure out which hole to put it in, and he was like, "I fixed the problem by ignoring it and making a better solve."
Amazing. Alright. Next up we have in 24th at 61 area. Username Void.
There is a 300G pile up.
4 rejectors. 1 projector. Shit ton of track.
Yep. But slightly less track than their previous submission, evidently.
The middle 2 rejectors are the 2 that are reused.
Naturally.
And the ones
Because
that,
those ones
you
are
know, go to
actually projected.
projection. Yeah.
Also,
Makes
I
sense.
like how this layout allows the airy topper to be put onto the projection with just like a single track movement,
Yeah.
even if it's unfortunate that requires a track movement. That's pretty slick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this unfortunately sacrifices quite a bit of cost on the tracks. But otherwise, and it even says now with half the tracks. Imagine how much more track it used to have. That's it. That's what the notes say.
Fear.
All right. Next up in 23rd place, we have Jireki. Also at 300 cost, but 51 area in 23rd place.
The 300G pileup continues.
A Hexarm.
A hexarm.
Color me surprised with 4 rejectors.
Okay,
Well, that's fun.
let's see it.
What's the second one reused?
It.
Oh,
The hexarm is allowing reuse of a
Rejector.
rejection
Oh, that is
for
cool.
half
I guess that
because
input has more latency anyways.
the multi-arm upgrade is only 10G and an extra rejection is 20. So this saves 10G relative
Oh,
to
Yeah.
getting another
Nice.
rejection.
Mm-hmm. Cool. And after that, it loops. All right, let me make a loop. We love a solve that cleans after itself.
That is actually pretty nice. It just makes a waste blob.
It's a waste chain.
Yep.
Eventually.
But it's a spicy waste chain.
Mm-hmm.
It's a spicy, what's it called, legendary saw.
Mm-hmm. Alright, next up we have a 295 cost. At 99 area, we have Cuckoo 52.
Hey, it's Cuckoo 52.
With 2 giant hex arms and 4 fucking arms.
Hell yeah.
This is a Cuckoo 52 song, alright?
Cuckoo 52 continuing to make a name for himself.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. This is some sauce.
It's 6 rejectors, but it's 2 hex arms. Which is
This
equivalent
does-
which is equivalent to the cost of 5 arms. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
and it loops too.
It loops.
How does it loop?
I don't know if it loops. I think it just makes 6 products.
It does. It makes extra products.
For style points.
Huh. Well, all right.
Thank you, Cuckoo.
This is the I want to report tomorrow solve, and then you have to actually do the thing you do the report on, and it's actually hard.
Amazing solve. I love it.
Also, the pivoting of the inputs to dodge that
Yeah.
single Quicksilver swing.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Next up, we have in 21st place at 80 area, Mindustry. We're back to 6 arms and 4 rejectors. Oh no, 7 arms. This arm is just an extra arm to reuse a rejector. So I assume, I guess this makes it more closer to like 5 rejections because it has an extra
Yeah,
arm to
because
do that.
A specialized arm that only moves Quicksilver off a rejection is equivalent to an extra rejection.
Yeah.
in cost and area, actually.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean that area swung over anyways, so Doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
And next up, we have at 71 area in 20th place, Egg-Sucker Triple 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 rejectors, 6 arms. Not that many track. They're bullying the Quicksilver. They're going, oh, over the Quicksilver.
Imagine
get
not
you.
being-
We're gonna
not
get you.
being- Imagine not being used to project to silver. SMH. Bad Quicksilver.
The Quicksilver's being shamed.
And it gets faster as well.
Mm. Then let's say one output version. Alright. Next up, we have Event Ruler and Skyhawk. At 64 area in 19th place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 rejectors. Then I'll say, just make the lead work, 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 and it just continues like that. Interesting how this one is the one that's reused. And not like, I would have assumed it was this rejector that would be reused, but no, it's the one that's further away from the output that is, the projector that is. Cool solve. And after that, we dropped to 290G. And 18th place, we have Team Z Pavilion. Which,
Hello.
I've actually heard it's just Mr. Puzzle and, hello, Hexarm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 rejectors, but we have a Hexarm here. Six arms? Yeah, 6 arms. And arm 4 is just... Arm 4 is only a, Quicksilver removal arm. That's pretty cool.
And it's the only arm that does not halt. That's sad.
And then it keeps moving like, I have the Quicksilver, yay!
I got the Quicksilver! Yippee!
A souvenir!
It's interesting.
This is the dance I do
uploads
when I have
the one
Quicksilver.
rejection twice. And it uses the second rejection for projecting. I don't know what to make of that, but it's interesting.
It is. I guess, the second rejection, happens when... The second Quicksilver appears when everything is mostly out of the way already. Alright. Next up in 17th, we have at 63 area, Shavor.
That's a big area drop.
The notes say, I went through a bunch of redesigns trying to cut costs. 1 hour before the deadline, I managed to make it get down. I finally managed to get it down to forklifts of rejection and below 300 costs. Alright. Which was reused? It's 2 projectors though. That's unfortunate. But still
I'm
17.
guessing that's just geometry.
Yeah.
Geometry pain is the cause of many strange choices and solutions to this puzzle.
Yeah. That's what Opus
Also-
Magnum's about.
Also, it attempts to project the airy copper without a projection, and that's why it crashes.
Mm-hmm. And surprisingly, not much of a pileup at 290. Next up, we have a 285G HMAC in 16th place. With 6 arms. The notes say, I predict Min will have one less arm, less tracks, and still no multi-arm, but the same amount of glyphs. Unless L7 is doable, but that would be a huge to miss.
Tragically, no L7.
Or
shimmy.
projectors. Arc 2 both delivers the input and also removes a quicksilver from rejection. That's some good arm multi-use right there.
Still
Yeah.
has to use 6 arms, though.
Yeah, it still has to use 6 arms, but like it doesn't need an extra arm to just remove something that is not projecting.
Yep.
Remove a quicksilver that isn't going to projection. It's cool.
Unfortunately, I think we have exited the round of solutions that clean up after themselves,
I don't know. We'll see.
because cleaning up after yourself costs money.
Yeah. Next up, we have also at 285 cost, but 52 area. We have Hookery. Also, somebody's saying, can you save 10G by pivoting the Star Tide? Let me see.
Yeah, because it's on
Yes.
the output. And wait,
No, it like moves on the track initially as well.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
it does all.
Yeah, alright. Hookery in 15th place.
And the slide takes up less area than this way.
4 rejectors. 6 arms, but one of them is a piston.
So spiritually 7 arms.
The equivalent of 7 arms. Thanks, Arm 2.
I do like the motif of swinging onto a debonder and then pivoting to output.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty slick.
Mm-hmm. And next up, at 280G, we have all the bananas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rejections. 1 projection. 6 arms. Only 1 track. Well, 2 track. The notes say, I think the cost at this latency could go lower by 20 to 60G. Wide range, but I'm not great at cost secondary, so who knows. And my area is only alright, but overall I'm nearly certain that I have min primary and my solution generally feels pretty clean. Hooker says they try to get rid of a piston. Yeah, and that makes sense. The reused rejector is the one that does the projection. Makes a lot of sense. Cleans off. And it does a dance at the end.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. It does a dance for a while, holy.
A lot of boogieing to do.
Mhm. Next up we have at 70 area. Oh, you were gonna say?
I was trying to figure out if some of those swings are like a repeat instructions instruction.
Oh yeah, they are. Alright.
That's
Next up, we have At 280 G and 70 area in 13th place, we have Rebix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rejectors. 6 arms. Clean solve.
It does the thing.
It does the thing.
What more do you want?
This is Rebix when he procrastinates.
No, I think Rebix actually worked on latency a bit more this week than, at least compared to the other metric. This is Rebix without the unemployment buff.
True.
Right. And next up we have at 867 area, 3 areas smaller, we have Winged Pearl in 12th place. 4 rejectors, but 2 projectors.
You 80G pile up?
Mayhaps.
I guess. Does this one get away with halting at all of its arms?
Apparently. I think that was fixed
Right.
eventually.
Okay. Because I remember trying to do that and it throwing a spicy error
Yeah.
and then complaining about it to the thread.
Mm-hmm. But alright. Next up, we have also at 280G, but 65 area, 2 area less. We have at 11th place, Tunnel Vision. 6 rejectors. It's the 6. Oh, it only has a single bonder.
And it's trackless.
No track, single bonders, 6 rejectors. Cool.
That's really cool.
Simonius.
The notes say, as far as I can tell, it isn't possible to replace any of the pair of arms with hex arms. At least with this layout. Yeah, trackless.
A dream.
This is a really cool song.
It is.
It's sad that no rejection reuse, but like
I don't know if it has the time to do that.
bonder reuse and trackless.
Mm-hmm. Tunnel Vision crack. Yeah, Tunnel Vision got pretty well on the other metric, if I recall correctly. I think 3rd? 2nd? Top 5 for sure, I think.
First was
Tunnel
Casey
vision
and
is
second was Lydia.
Very
Yeah.
excellent,
And
yeah.
number 1 was Dark Horse person.
Yeah, Popcorn. Which we haven't seen yet. Mind you.
We have not seen.
We have not seen Popcom yet. Next off, we have a 275 cost and somehow the same area. We have Boogie.
It's
4 rejectors. And only 1 projector this time.
butt track.
Hello.
But track, hello.
Hello.
The notes
Congrats
say,
on top 5.
The notes say, I hope you appreciate the top arm's attempted murder at the end as much as I do. Bonk. This reminds me of one of the earlier songs that also did that.
I wasn't expecting to get this high, but I also wasn't expecting it to come straight to me from that.
Welcome to top 10.
Well,
blending
yeah.
Yeah, somehow this solve has less area than the previous solve. Not the same area as the previous solve. You would imagine there were a few solves at the same cost with higher area, but apparently not.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah, I remember calculate. Well, I said like halfway through the event, like I think I'm done optimizing. Turns out I wasn't done optimizing. I ended up still
That's-
coming back to this design and looking to see if I could shave it down to like, because theoretically I think this can go down to like 250 if you take out all the tracks. I tried so many permutations to try and get that, and
Mhm.
I never could. The geometry just would not work.
This game, at the end of things, is all about geometry.
Yeah, I was honestly, this is the solve that I was much less confident in of my two, so I'm very surprised it did this well.
What did you score for the other one?
22nd, I was Feminine
wow.
Piston.
Yeah, I remember it was Feminine Piston. I just didn't know how well it scored. Didn't remember.
Yeah. I'm glad Feminine Piston is remembered.
Oh no, the stream died. Ooh. One moment. I'm gonna wait for the stream to come back.
Stream dead.
Yeah, it is.
Stream!
Hold on. I
Not
can tell.
dead, but chugging.
Oh no, it's gonna die in a moment for y'all. I had 0
Infinite
kilobits per
death?
second being sent
Ooh.
through.
Ooh.
Okay, we're
Internet
back.
just off. Oh,
I mean, Discord worked fine.
I think
It's
we're
mostly
back.
just Twitch. Yeah, I think we're back.
Yeah.
Well,
I can
we're
see
back
things
on
again.
my end. The indicator says we're back.
Back.
Stream back.
Yeah, I mean, the stream is frozen due to 2 doing a murder, but that's different.
Alright. Moving on.
Twitch doesn't want us to see that.
What is this armed treason?
Moving on, we have a 270 cost in 9th place. We have Desqueasel.
We're totally gonna see a 250G, aren't we?
No track. 5 rejectors.
What?
We got the sun rejector. The sun in the corner rejectors.
Stream is very behind. Okay, now we're seeing it.
Yeah. You can refresh probably.
Yeah.
And I'd say the simplicity of this metric was very nice. Especially as the news broke when I was just about to start to figure out how to do the other 5 outputs, which would have been very messy with this much litter.
New solution 1.
Oh. That's supposed to be a pun for New Solution 1, right? That's also an ocean pun. Amazing.
I'm disappointed and impressed at the same time.
Alright. Next up, we have at 4 areas smaller. In 8th place, we have Awesome Guy 22.
I wonder if this guy's awesome.
Then let's say latency 7 is possible for each product individually. This fact caused me many sleepless nights at the alchemical engine. Assuming 8 is min latency, I hope there is a pileup at 270G. Going lower should require multi-purpose arms, but just finding the layout to do everything without track took a lot of trial and error.
7 arms.
7 arms, yeah. 7 arms but only 4 rejectors.
Yep. Oh, and 1 arm is exclusively to unload a rejection.
Yeah.
That's why it's 7
That's the
arms.
7th arm, yeah.
The thing
mean, it's
before
arm
the
6,
latency
but-
gets out, before the latency gets output, it becomes a check mark, and I've seen it like 5 different times before. I think it's kind of funny.
Oh yeah. It's just a good way to like be able to debond it later easily.
Yep.
It's another one of the swing on to debond or pivot to drop solutions. Also, it rejects on the same cycle that it does the debond.
Does it?
One of the cool things that you can do to save cost is
You can, but this one doesn't.
delay when you reject.
Yeah.
At least for the wet copper side of
Mhm.
the latency.
Alright. Next up, we have a 265 cost in 7th place. Lilia. Hex arm, 5 arms, and hex arm with 4 rejectors. Amazing.
A hex arm.
The notes say, I'm so glad it got updated and no longer require finishing 6 outputs. Cleaning up this mess sounds like hell. I feel like it'd be done cheaper, but I'm not seeing it. I do like Arm 2 moving an input so that Arm 3 can swing without colliding. Very integral parts of the notes.
The vital cat noises.
The vital
I
cat
see
noises.
people are getting a lot of mileage out of this being the host.
Yes.
No, the cat noises are just mandatory.
Hex arms are great. They can do 2 grabs for you at the same time. And I also like how it's
Also-
on the same track loop as Arm 2. This is a
Yeah,
cool
which-
solution.
Nice.
Yep. And Arm 2 does double purpose. First, outputting the airy copper for the latency, and also grabbing another one later just to do a dodge.
Mhm. Oh yeah. That is a bullshit swing if I've ever seen one.
That's quite elegant.
Mhm. A bullshit
Certainly a
collision. I mean, I
Company
assume
feedback
Arm 2
on your
doesn't do
side.
that.
That's not coming from my mic, is it?
Yeah, this is a very bullshit collision and I hate it. Alright. Next up, in 5th place, at 65 area, we have Ebenov. Yes, 5th place. We didn't miss a solution. Welcome to the first high.
Fair.
So-
Boy.
What are you implying?
Hmm?
There's
no,
more?
there's no 6th place. This is the first high. Alright, the notes say 2 waste atoms are stranded. Simple reuse of rejection glyphs and Arm 5's track is clearly some compromise.
So wait, if the tertiary ties, what do? You just group them together at that place, and you
Yeah,
don't
they're just both 5th.
tiebreaker them in any other way?
Nope, they're just both 5th.
Okay.
It's gonna be first place up next.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a 3-way tie for first, isn't it?
This is a clean solve for 4 rejectors. 4 rejectors, 6 arms, and 3 extra track.
It no funny business. It just does the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically,
Also, people are asking if there will be an ongoing spreadsheet for the weeklies. I could be persuaded to make one with this many people. Yeah, it's pretty easy. But yeah, you're saying? Just...
this solve doesn't really do anything like
Yeah, fancy. It just has good geometry.
there's no shenanigans with hex arms here.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if we will see more of that or not.
It would be really cool to see a shenanigans with hex
Mhm.
arms
But alright,
solution that is cheaper
Tied.
than this.
with this solution, we have, in also 5th place, Popcom 48.
Ooh.
X-Arm shenanigans.
Popcom 48, very good performance this week.
Very good. Honestly,
Indeed,
very
indeed.
good performance from Lilia as well. She got 2nd and 7th. And obviously Kazian too, which is yet to come up. X-Arms are cool.
I think if you do use a hex arm, this kind of input positioning is forced.
Yeah, unfortunately Hexarm also means you kinda need to use track. So
Yeah. Hex arms have to be on track as well, I guess.
Mhm. which is their
Well-
downside, unfortunately. I think.
There might be a really sauceful way to not have Hexarm on track,
Who knows?
but you would need just an incredible amount of sauce.
Mm-hmm. But alright. Next up, we have at 260 cost, an 87 area in 4th place. We have Shino. The notes say, 250, where are you hiding? 4 rejectors,
Boy,
10 track. Well, not
I-
10
I
track,
know
10
that
cost and
feeling.
track. 2 track. 4 rejectors. Plain solve. Sweeps through a lot of area, though.
I feel bad for this all that Quicksilver. Like, in order to exist, it has to be rejected, and the metal is traumatized in the process. Like, bro
And the
just wants to
Quicksilver
exist.
isn't really even used again.
Imagine being rejected, your friend being traumatized, and then you're not even important.
Also, this
if anything,
uses a
nuisance.
single
a
rejector
bit of a
thrice.
No, the Quicksilvers are born by rejection. That must be even worse.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, to
This
exist,
solve
you have
uses
to
that
have-
single rejector 3
Well,
times.
I guess birth in the real life is traumatizing
Wow.
sometimes. So
It
I
sure
guess
does.
that's why babies can't remember it. Because
well, I meant
if you-
mostly traumatizing for the mom, because the mom will be the metal in this case.
I mean, this is true, but also I would be very surprised if it was not if it was a good experience for the baby.
Do you think this is a real debate that Pugano and Saviero had?
No, so what would happen is Pagano would be like, what the fuck, and Severio would be like, don't worry about it.
It's like that one fucking Jesse and Walter at the diner. What the fuck are you talking about?
But alright.
Severio is one of the people of all time.
Oh,
He
there's
sure
no need
is.
to worry about the past.
Alright. Next up, we have at 260 cost and 73 area in 3rd place. We have Patinery. Desperately searching for a way to get rid of the last 2 track pieces, says the notes. Everybody at 260 cost is going, please let me remove this 10 track, please.
That's how it be. That's just how it be.
Jack is always the scapegoat.
Because you make a 260G that looks like this, and it's like, okay, but there has got to be a way to remove this track. There has got to be some magic unicorn layout that makes it work. And then there just isn't. Well, unless first place has some cool shit going on.
We shall see.
Also,
Next up.
stream is frozen.
We shall wait. Alright, I think it's no, never mind. It died again.
Oh,
I was gonna say it's back, but like it died again.
Rip.
But you'll get the dying again at a latency. If anything, the VOD is fine.
Latency 8 stream issues.
Alright, next up, in 2nd place, we have our very knowledgeable commentator today. At 67 area, in 2nd place, we have Tortuga Green.
It's me.
Yay!
There is the 10 track.
There is a
10G of
reason I
track.
have been yapping.
Yeah. But let's say, I try to find a lot of 250G layouts, but none work. Budget, 80G of rejections, 120G of arms, 20G of bonders, 10G of debonders, 20G of projection, and 10G of track. I really wanted to remove the track cost, but no dice.
I actually had 2 different 260G layouts that I found.
And this
This
one
was
just has
my
less
second
area.
one. and the previous one had 68 area.
One
So-
area of difference. I think I see it. It's right there.
No, the 68 area version was just completely different looking.
Yeah, no, I
It
have
was just a
I have your
completely
other
different
solutions in
solve.
here. If you submitted it, that is.
I did. It should be waste maxing 6, not alt.
Here, let's go look at it. Is it this one? No, I didn't actually tab over to it. There we go. This one.
A check mark. Oh, not a check mark.
I
Yeah.
made a wide check mark.
This is the 68 area alternate 260G solution from Tortuga.
It looks different.
Mm-hmm. But alright. Last but not least, we have first place at 250G. We have Casey.
Fucking hell.
shit.
Hell yeah.
Um,
The promised 250G.
No track. No track. The notes say,
They
You.
found
Yes, you.
the unicorn layout.
do you want your liquid perfume stripped at the best speed for the lowest price? Well, too bad, because this machine uses 2 bonders. It doesn't do a multi-yarn grab of the last 2 inputs. This thing is 20G above theory min, and here at Alchemist Cosian's lab, we settle for no less than, that's probably good enough for podium, or your money back. You think I can solve for putting 2 products through the same bonder? I like your optimism, but it isn't happening, kid. Peep the absolute dog water geometry constraints. Check out those timing conditions for using only 4 glyphs of rejection. Here at Alchemist Casian's lab, we make it look easy, pretty much by accident. All steps are final, in case you figure out it isn't.
I like the minus instruction on the instruction.
I like how everyone
very
intuits-
obvious.
Yeah, just pandering to Zorfax.
It's very
Unfor-
obvious what that's gonna do.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to deduct points for that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but plus instructions are superior.
I agree.
You
Yeah.
picked the wrong stream, kid.
This solve still wins, by the way, with the 10 extra track. It's at 54 area, but you know.
Yep. Everyone at 260G was wishing strongly for that 250G, and here it is.
And Kazion is wishing strongly for a 1 less bonder. Apparently.
Or
Nobody
Hexarm
is-
shenanigans.
Nobody is
I
ever
don't know.
satisfied.
On another level, truly.
I was thinking about Hexarm shenanigans, but my thinking was that it was just probably not as practical as removing the track.
Kazion says 3 rejectors doesn't matter because you need an extra arc to clear another quicksilver off. It costs the same as the 4th rejector. Well, maybe
Yep.
you can use a hex arm to remove it.
No,
Maybe?
not the timing.
Yeah,
The timing.
that's fair. Good solves, good solves. We made it.
Round of applause.
Oh, that was so much talking.
I hope that my yapping has been
It's been great.
Helpful.
It's been very helpful, yeah. Having
I
the
am
second
the
place person here to yap has been very helpful. I
I
appreciate
am a
it.
no yapper.
But alright. Before we get to the showcase, I'm going to have a quick restroom break, and after that we will come back for all the showcase solves. I'll see you in a bit.
I was waiting the entire time to see my girlfriend solve, and it never showed up. I think she failed to submit properly.
Aww,
Tragedy.
tragedy has struck.
Unfortunate.
It's crazy that 250 is possible, though. Like,
Yeah,
It is,
I
it
did
is
not
so
expect that.
wild.
I got so close to 260 so many times, but it's never like anywhere near 250.
there is a reason I've been calling 250 like requiring a unicorn layout because it feels like in order to get 250 you need to have some kind of unique geometry that just somehow works. And for the life of me, it seemed impossible to reach. And then it turns out it's possible. You just
Then
need
just cut and dot it, no problem.
Yeah, it's just like this massive sea of possible geometries that you have to sort through and find the magic miracle one.
What
Yeah,
if
And it
Kazian
had
did
to
the
follow the
unicorn?
occasion.
I like the notes. So sad that Kajian was too busy to compete this last tournament.
Yeah, I wonder what he was doing.
I'd be really curious to know
Such rubbish.
how many layouts Kazian iterated through.
Wow, he's in the chat. Kajian, how
Kazian,
many layouts did you iterate through?
My guess is 2 million.
Too many to keep track of, apparently.
Wasn't counting, probably like 20. Holy shit.
honestly, that's not too bad. My
Yeah, 20 is
final
down the
solve
low
was-
end of what I expect to find this.
My best solve was waste maxing sex alt, and each of those iterations that gave me a new waste maxing version was like at least 5 different layouts. So 20 is pretty good.
Yeah, it's just a really open-ended puzzle overall.
Also, I heard that someone's girlfriend didn't make the stream. I wonder what was your submission name?
Probably Aylin Bun? Or just Aylin?
Oh yeah, no, they're in a showcase.
Yeah, they must have not known what the showcase
Okay.
button
What's
did.
showcase again?
Showcase is what we're about to see, where you can submit any solve, whether
It's
it
in
solves
giggles.
or not. That you just
It's the
want to
shits and
show
giggles
everyone.
metric.
Yeah.
Fun.
I mean,
That's
I'm
third
still-
a
metric.
general purpose non-solving non-scoring showcase.
Yeah.
The third metric with primary shits, secondary giggles.
No, that's the that's the week 8. Traditionally, week 8 is a shitpost metric. It's a shitpost puzzle where you try to make the funniest solution or the solution that looks the best. But yeah,
That's where you get arms putting on plays.
I bet CrazyBot does really well on that metric. Alright, let me load up the showcases.
I'm main through and through.
Alright. First of all, we have Greenfield with the solution overlap. I believe this is an overlap speed solve. This is the first solve submitted. It does that thing.
Oh.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's sure
Greenfield with the
overlap.
Overlaps, as always.
Where does the
Where
so
does
I like
it
the
go?
division.
twice in one cycle?
You can save one track.
Oh yeah, it
I
all
like the
projects in one
division that-
cycle.
The division that puts the lads in the correct spot immediately.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
This is
Only
things that
division
you
was
can do
actually
with
that helpful.
overlap goes burr. What's the latency on this? I guess 6?
6.
latency.
Yeah.
Seems to be.
I honestly expected it to be lower.
Alright. Next up we have Teen 118 with Silliness Level Max. Then I'll say nothing better than wrongly billing Star Tide and fixing it. There we go. You did it.
You're not afraid.
Be
Yeah,
not
I said I'm the
afraid.
priority wrong many times.
So you know how like we talked about like the sun in the corner? Yeah, that's this thing.
The sunniest sun in the corner.
The
I
ominous.
think it might be the Torment Nexus, actually.
The device that makes the bitrate really bad.
Yeah.
the
It's like the Mundo Majora's Mask. It just hangs there.
Because there is like one position that the sun here cycles through, that when it hits that position exactly, it just pulverizes the bitrate.
Alright. Next up, we have Hookery. With overlap. 5 latency.
Oh, nice, nice.
The notes say latency down to 5. I dislike overlap a lot at first and still have mixed feelings sometimes. Building these solutions is fun, but it's often hard to see what's going on, especially in gives. It's also cheating to be back to the leaderboard without hermit mode. No histograms here. It's also just great fun to see the machine go faster than normally possible. I hope someone else manages another overlap that goes even faster. We shall see.
That is.
Next up, we
Let's
have
say
X
8
or Triple
latency.
8, which says how to deal with rejection. Updated latency rules nerf my solution, but I like this one better. So this one cleans up after itself with the waste by making a waste chain. I believe it's one. Oh.
But I
Let's
like
have a snowflake.
waste thing.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
8.
What,
Yeah, it's
what
8.
happened till after product 2?
It just builds a waste chain. This was before. This was when you actually needed to make 6 products.
I'm kind of curious what the after product 2 waste chain looks like, though.
Yeah, it's a wet polymer. Or as people like to call them, wallopers, or something. I don't know. But alright.
I mean, it's a Wallander, but it's swung.
Alright. Next up, we have Cody, who says, I'm just gonna leave an analysis of the puzzle along with my failed attempt at start height. I am not gonna read it, because it's very long. This is the failed attempt at start height.
What is this score? Why is it minus
Uh,
everything?
Because it doesn't solve.
Ah, right. It sure doesn't.
So yeah. And we've done like plenty of analysis on start height like during yesterday's stream, so I'm probably not gonna read the rest of these notes. But cool attempt. Next up we have Dark Brick with Freedom Eye.
Oh boy.
The notes say, this is your last chance. After this, there's no turning back. You take the trackless pill and the story ends. You wake up with your elegant TI solutions and non-resetting arms and have to do whatever you want. However, if you take the track pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the free space eye hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more. When you solve for free space eye, you solve for freedom. When you solve for free space eye, you solve for truth. When you solve for free space eye, you solve for the underlying nature of Opus Magnum itself. You understand in greater detail than ever before the inner workings of every puzzle and every glyph and every mechanic and every interaction, everything that's ever been done in this game. Single-use glyphs? Really? How often do you see that? Creative counting area? Pfft, don't make me laugh. Rearranging of material with bonds and debonds? TI uses that sometimes with large reagents, barely worth talking about. Free Space I has a monopoly on that. Waste chains? In any typical metric, you wouldn't dare grab a fifth input when 4 is enough to assemble all the outputs. But in this case, a fifth one is necessary just for more atom movement. Can't move a single atom by itself, no way to get it off the debonder onto a bonder. Everything has to be done in pairs or move. This single puzzle, this single solution uses all 3 of these techniques. TI wouldn't dare. Ray could never. Some doesn't even come close. FreeSpace I is the brave warrior of esoteric technology and rarely talked about in innovations just for the purpose of reducing instruction count from 4 to 3. Ever seen a solution with 38 rejection glyphs? 38? 1, 2, 5 maybe, but 38? Never. FreeSpace I is so powerful. The only limitations it has are because of game engine limitations and lack of track QOL. But if you ignore these limitations, you uncover something special. You uncover a secret that 90% of the leaderboard submitters ignore. You uncover something that truly cannot be ignored. My message from me to you is simple. Give FreeSpace I a shot. It's fun, it's unique, it's special, it's one of a kind, and it can't be ignored as a never tournament bio abomination because the proof of its worthiness is in front of your eyes right now.
Oh yeah, I miscounted.
Why
how
is
many
it a gun?
rejections you need. I guess you need only like 20.
Well, extra rejections don't hurt, I guess. But yeah, welcome to the world. Welcome to an introduction of why TI exists.
What do you mean? This is the cool song.
Also,
And by
where people are asking, but what animal is this though?
Yeah.
It
I
looks
need
like
some
something
help.
with
I
a
couldn't figure it out.
woodpecker.
Oh,
Looks like a gun.
It,
It also
you
looks
you
like
know
a
what
gun.
this looks like?
Yeah.
It looks like that art that's like, is this a duck or is this a rabbit?
True.
I mean, if you
I
took
have
your head,
Rorschach test.
it looks like a horse with like a very long stake on its back. I mean, there's a lot of potential
Yeah.
animals you could put here, but none of them really fit that well.
But alright, moving on. We have the seventh zipper with my latency solve with some additions to reuse the waste and loop. Waste sucks. I hate waste. What the hell is ARM7 doing there? Oh. It's moving things among quickly among the different arms. Oh, it outputs. Oh, that's cool. It outputs with the waste. I love that.
I mean, if you have a division, then you could always clean up your surplus quicksilvers. At least assuming that you have the access to use it.
Yeah. And next up, we have H2 Track Mania. Fun little height 2 solve in the horizontal track style. I believe height 2 was the min. Height 1 is basically impossible in most puzzles.
I
And
wonder
next
if
up,
if you use overlap, you can get this to one height.
next up we have Team The with Neurotoxic Anvil. Then I'll say, took a break
that's
from
me.
Opus Magnum by playing more Opus Magnum. If min area is 23, I swear to God. Trotting hard. Amateur contortionist. I have no idea what the min area is, by the way. I did not do the calculations.
I mean, this is pretty
I
close
just-
to min.
I do not know if waste is viable or not. But I would assume track is not needed.
If
I tried without track. I really did. Yeah, I had more area without track.
if you're doing waste, then you wind up with a surplus 0.4 quicksilver per product. So for six products, that's 24 waste. I think it's trivial to say that waste is not viable.
Yeah, but like I'm pretty sure 23 area is probably viable if you like get things to work correctly. I'm not gonna
I
do the
try.
solve right here. It's not easy, that's for sure. But
Yes,
I'd like
to see someone try.
Yeah.
Caution isn't wrong that you might be able to avoid division if you do
Oh,
a
yeah,
balanced
true.
ratio.
yeah.
So you make 3 star tides per latency.
Area with there's a lot of like edge cases like this when it comes to area and ratios regarding not using a certain glyph. I think it's pretty interesting that the DLC has introduced.
Of course, if you eliminate division, then you have to ask yourself,
Mhm.
okay, but how the hell do I actually make the products in 20 area?
But yeah, next up we have Lincoln with Glyph of Division Latency. Bad latency attempt I made, not realizing non-division is an option that I still kinda like. How much is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Yeah, makes sense. Alright, next up we have Wing Pearl. Type 1 overlap.
Yippee!
It's kind
I
of
was
funny.
asking about this earlier.
Oh, nice. Of course, you can't tell what is happening at all, but great fun.
I mean, if you look closely, you could probably tell.
Just atoms appearing, disappearing.
Yeah.
Just gotta stare at it for a
Wing
while.
Pearl says this took way too long.
And the 3 arms on one track are back. With the vengeance.
The Amarms mod would go so hard here. Yeah. But alright. Next up, we have Alien Bun. 2 hours into the game before the weekly. Weekly is 5 hours of my total hours. This was really fun. I didn't realize I was supposed to be optimizing for latency as the focus. I tried to optimize for all 3 kinda equally, and I realized too late. Like a silly. This is the girlfriend, I assume?
Yes. She told me like, oh, I just didn't see the metrics part of the page at all until I had done 3 entire solves, and it's
It
like,
happens.
oh no. Now, what latency is this, by the way?
1, 2,
When is the
3,
last drop?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
I see.
Everything just kind of... It's like, how do I put this? Everything kind of winds up on
Oh.
wheels
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
in different directions.
This is doing inter-tape loop processing. ARM5 depositing the output is actually on its second run through.
Yeah. Alright.
That's interesting.
DM the min latency 2 rejector solve if that is worth showcasing. Yeah, I'll check out the DMs later. Alright. Next up we have Team with Latency 11 saying this was going to be my final submission, but I've done something more at near the deadline. Clearly division is slow. And this is Team's Latency 11 solution. We've seen plenty of these.
It's very similar to ours.
Yeah.
The same corner of the solution space.
Alright, and next up we have Z Puzzelli with the notes Hackety with the solution title Hackety Hacks.
Is it overlap?
It's overlap, right? 1,
That's...
2,
Whoa.
1, 2.
Stream is very slow.
You gotta love an overlap rate.
I think that's a latency of 2.
I mean, yeah, it also has duplicated inputs.
It's not latency rate, it's overlap cycles.
Duplicated inputs overlap.
Should have put the
Also-
content in there too.
Yeah,
Also
and
a
did inputs.
pseudo rate of 1.
Yeah. Which means its latency is actually, that might be what, no, I don't know what the latency is. Alright, next up we have Thingy with AutoSolve.
Hello. Back to the source.
The notes say, is this a... And it just keeps going like that. I'm not gonna keep meowing.
So
Even
now we
Twitch
know the
got bored, I
maximum
think.
meows.
But your meows
Twitch
are so
got bored
good.
and start cutting out. Not Twitch.
Yeah. Twitch has called it. That's enough.
Meow. 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 Meow.
Oh.
Can you make the tracks going up like half as long by just rotating the rejections?
I'm not sure how I would rotate them without...
All but the bottom pair rotated like one tick counterclockwise and then moved down.
Probably, yeah. But alright. Next up, we have Healing Bun again. And that's it. I'm super sorry I submitted this an hour late. This is my latency solved from a new player. 6 of my 8 hours in this game are working on this puzzle. Very sleepily and dumbly not realizing the second and third metrics are tiebreakers until 2 hours ago. Thanks for the super fun puzzle. Alright, what's the
Not one
latency?
showcases, but 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 latency.
Sensible.
Not bad.
I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and
She
I've
got
gotten...
the game like literally 4 days ago. I gifted it to her.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I got some downloaded DM solves to me that I am going to go download right now. I don't think, I got the, no, I didn't get the, 9 latency division solve from Rebix, so, I guess y'all just have to go look at that on the Discord. I have a solve from, November, the MB. AKA non-binary coder that I will download. And one from, Popcom. Min latency 2 rejector solve. There they are. This is the, which one is this one? I forgot the context of this solve. Showcase submission Latency. Ah, it cleans up after itself. Yeah. By
Very
pulling extra
annoying.
inputs, I think. Oh no, but it still has to have an extra error. That's unfortunate.
Because it's not using a division.
Yeah. And we have min latency 2 rejector solve.
This is the one I really want to see.
Yeah.
To rejection. This is crazy.
It's just a lot of arms that just take stuff out of the way.
8 arms. So
8
there's
arms.
an extra 2
Surprisingly, not
arms.
that much more arms. I guess it's just one extra arm for each rejector. That's not under 4. Who's off? But alright. That is all the solutions we have. And that's where we'll be ending the stream. Next time I'll be seeing y'all is for the dowsing rods reveal. Well, not reveal, the dowsing rods stream, which is going to be at the deadline for next week. And I hope you're all enjoying the puzzle. Yeah, congrats to everyone who solved. And also thank you, Thingy, for the great idea that we made into a great puzzle that everyone enjoyed. It's been a great week one. I think the weeklies this year are
Yep.
off to a good start.
That's a great opening.
Great puzzle, great puzzle.
I hope you all enjoyed Dowsing Rods. Smile, Azure Paw.
Sorry, boy, yes.
But yeah,
Nothing
I'll-
less than a sorry, boy.
I will be seeing you all next week then. And thank you for joining us on stream. And we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.